Jay Shah. Let's move on to meaty topic number 2. This sort of, I wanted to make sure that the first bit, at least, we praised them. Great team, fantastic result. The guys on the pitch have done a really good job. Off the pitch, I think it's a different issue. Jay Shah is the son of a prominent Indian government minister. So I think some say his father's the second most powerful person in India. Jay Shah is obviously the most powerful person in the ICC, being the chair. I thought it was interesting that when they brought the trophy out at the beginning, it was him, the CEO of a sponsor, MS Dhoni, Rohit Sharma, and another Indian. So I think the tone was set at that particular point. Ricky Martin brought a bit of balance with the halftime show, but
How random's that?
I don't know. Not sure what was going on there. And then at the end of it all, he's there with the players. Yes, he's given that trophy, he's mingling. And then there's some stuff again on social media where him, Surya Kumar Yadav and somebody else have got with the trophy, have gone to a Hindu temple. And I thought that was really, so I've got no problem with going to the temple. But why do it with the ICC trophy, with the Indian team, when you're supposed to be impartial? Do you have any thoughts on that?
Before you said that, I was just going to say, well, he's showing his impartiality, isn't he? That there isn't any.
No.
You don't see it very often with administrators, do you? They, when you see, I think the one place I've probably seen glimpses of it is in the Olympics, when people handing out the medals are from a country of the medal winner, and you see the sort of admiration, and you see the genuine joy in them being able to hand over that medal. And so they're also very calm with it. And so, yeah, to see someone as powerful and as high up in the administration of global cricket, and sort of that person you expect to be impartial because they, that was a little bit surprising, but also he's enjoying himself. His country's just won, but you're right. It wasn't the best look, because people are always going to be like you have here. Any decisions make going forward, people are going to look, well, he's only going to do it in the interest of India, because have a look at the way that he supported them in the final win.
Yeah, you don't see Seb Coe handing out the medals when he was IOC chair to the British team, then going down to a beefeater with them, did you? I mean, he's staying impartial. But on that front, on a serious note, and do you think, therefore, Geraint and our listeners, and comments are very welcome on this, that should the country
incoming,
should the country that provides the chair of the ICC or any global sporting association, should that country be barred from hosting a major event during the period that person is in charge?
Oh my gosh, that's the first thing that came to my mind. Is that's a logistical nightmare to patrol.
Well, look at it this way, right? Look at it this way. Let's take it's a 4-year term, let's say, as chair of the ICC, right? Let's just do that, and it's let's say it's I don't know, Surya Botham, for sake of example. All that means is that for the 4 years that, or Lord Botham is now, was in that position, England couldn't host any ICC tournaments. It doesn't sound like a major schlep to me. And it can be anywhere, can't it? I mean, it can be in South Africa, it could be in Australia, it could be in India, it could be in America. But I just, I think with the way that the game's going, or the way that the game is run, and also especially with the way that the ICC is probably not as powerful or strong as it could be, it just seems to make some sort of sense to me that rule is put into place to make sure that no situations or issues ever take place. Not suggesting any.
I'm just trying to madly Google the list of chairmen of the ICC to try and work out how many countries that might affect.
Okay. Yeah. And it's only for the period that they're in charge. It's not forever. That doesn't mean that India can never have an event ever again.
And this again is showing my this is showing my lack of cricket knowledge / interest in who runs stuff over the last. So, has there only been a chairman of the ICC since 2014? When was the ICC founded?
90s sometime, wasn't it?
Is it? I don't know, because what this is telling me is that there's only been 4 chairmen.
Well, that's probably about right. It's probably a new role. I think there's been a CEO for a while, but you're right. This probably is a new role.
Yeah. Shah is the 4th.
Right.
There's
Okay.
been two Indians and a New Zealander. So
Right,
sorry,
okay.
3 Indians and 1 New Zealander. So
Right.
effectively, if you follow the lineage of where the chairman's from, India will never host another major tournament again. How would that go?
Or maybe someone else from a different country should be chairman. It just shows.
Yeah, or exactly. Or we bring in a rotational that it comes on a rotational basis with the chairman, and then that would give you some equality around the world of who's having input. When you have a look there in the last 11, 12 years of the ICC, that for majority of it, an Indian has been at the top, running and pulling the strings.
Now, the other thing that annoyed me, I mean, there's a whole. I understand there's a long list. Again, this is an ICC event, yet the stadium announcer, all he seemed to charm was for India to do well or Indian stuff, and all the crowd are going wild. I mean, how can the ICC allow that to happen? And even Sonny Gavaskar was getting annoyed because at one point the stadium announcer was doing it between balls in the England, and Sonny was saying, "Right, let's leave it to the end of the over, don't do it between balls." How can that be allowed to happen? How can the ICC allow, especially when you have to give over clean stadia to sponsors, to the global ICC sponsors? DP World, Emirates, etc. Hyundai. You've got to clear over a clean stadium. Yet the stadium announcer is allowed to do what the hell he or she liked. It seems odd to me.